In this video, I'm going to talk about the Dead by Daylight Battle Pass. It is a Battle Pass, though. It's a Battle Pass. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Hello everybody, I am TheGrumpyBrit, and today we are talking about Dead by Daylight's Battle Pass. So if you haven't played Dead by Daylight for a little while, you might not know that they have now added a Rift system to the game, which is exactly like a Battle Pass from any other game like Fortnite and so on. And while I think it's actually a pretty good system overall, I have a lot of problems with this Battle Pass, and I want to talk about that. So in this video, we're going to look at what I liked about the Battle Pass, what I disliked about the Battle Pass, and what I think Behaviour need to do to improve it so that it's ready for next time. So I want to start off by talking about why I don't like battle passes in general. Now, battle passes in pretty much every form have two tiers, a paid tier and a free tier. Now, regardless of what tier you are on, you have a time limited access to a number of cosmetics or consumables or whatever in the game that you're playing. Now, one of the reasons I don't like that is a lot of people are busy. A lot of people don't have time to play a game for 30, 40 hours a week. And so people like that aren't going to necessarily get the most benefit out of these systems. And if you're somebody like me who really likes cosmetics and really dislikes when you get gated out of a cosmetic, then this isn't going to be your favorite mechanic in the game, is it? This is exactly where I sit on the spectrum of Battle Pass enjoyment. It's like I don't necessarily hate the Battle Pass, I hate the time limited factor of the Battle Pass. And this is definitely something that's present within Dead by Daylight. Now, bearing in mind, Dead by Daylight is pretty much my main game. It's the game that I play the most, and I still dislike that time limited factor. I did complete all the challenges, I will get all of the cosmetics by the end of this week, and I still don't like it. And the reason for that is that if I get busy, if my job gets busy, or if my family life gets busy, anything like that, then if I have to take a break from the game, I'm not going to be happy because I've missed stuff. And so this is one thing that I really don't like, and a lot of my other problems about this Battle Pass are going to come back to this sort of theme of that I really wish there wasn't this time limited factor. Now, with Dead by Daylight's Battle Pass, if you don't manage to get all the challenges done, you will be able to complete the challenges later, although they will only give you blood points and not anything to do with the Rift, which is a little bit disappointing, especially if you're on the paid tier. Now, one thing I would like to see is if I have paid real money to access this Battle Pass, that I can complete the challenges and unlock the skins later on. I understand if you're a free-to-play player, if you haven't paid for Battle Pass, yeah, I can understand being locked out then. But if I've paid for it, I think I should be able to unlock them later on if I'm busy. So yeah, that's my first thing that I think they need to improve, is for people that have paid for the Battle Pass, you paid for the premium track, you should be able to unlock those skins later on. So my second biggest problem with the Battle Pass is the time it takes to complete these challenges. Now, this comes in two parts: the challenges themselves and also the way that you are accessing these challenges. Now, the challenges themselves, some of them have been quite tricky, which I don't necessarily mind, but a lot of them have been quite niche and quite specific things you need to do. Survivor Challenge required you to complete 4 generators in a match. 4. If you're not with Survive with Friends, this was a very, very difficult challenge to complete. It means basically you have to hope your team don't complete gens and also hope that you don't get caught long enough to complete 4 gens. It was very, very difficult. And even in matches where I asked my teammates not to finish the gens, some people just finish the gens because that's their job. That's what they need to do. So it took quite a while to complete some of these challenges. Now, again, if we took away that time limit factor, this wouldn't be so much of a problem. Now, my second problem with the Dead by Daylight Battle Pass is that you can only complete 1 challenge at a time. Even the Fortnite Battle Pass lets you complete multiple challenges in the span of 1 match. You don't have to select challenges, they are just all freely available, and you can, theoretically, you can complete as many number of challenges in a single match as you physically can. Now, Fortnite separates its tiers, if you will, into weeks. So like the first week, the second week, the third week, and so on. But even within Fortnite, you can complete challenges from week 1, 2, and 3 from week 3. It doesn't matter what week the challenges are, you can still complete them. Dead by Daylight is far more restrictive with its Battle Pass. Not only can you only complete 1 challenge at a time, and you have to pre-select that challenge before you get into a match and know what killer it is, but on top of that, to progress to the second page of the Rift, you have to lock off the first page. So if there are any challenges that you have missed, they're just just gone. You can't complete them, which is really, really stupid in my honest opinion. The fact that not only can you only do one challenge at once, like that is ridiculous considering how niche some of these challenges are, but then also you're on this immense time pressure where if you're still on the week 1 and you've got a week left of the battle pass, then you're at shit's creek because you're not going to get them done. Like it's physically impossible. At least with games like Fortnite, there's a chance, you know, you can get a lot of the challenges done very quickly. With Dead by Daylight, that's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to complete them if you're still on the first page. So I feel like allowing players to complete more than one challenge at once should be absolutely implemented. The fact that you have to select a challenge, and then on top of that, you go to select a challenge and it kicks you out of your party because Dead by Daylight is coded by beavers. But yeah, I just think that you shouldn't be locked into one challenge at a time, especially considering how niche some of these challenges are. That would make it a lot more enjoyable. Even if there was maybe more challenges that rewarded less, or maybe if there was more pages, and even if you could only complete them in the first page, second page, whatever, being able to complete multiple challenges at once would make some of those painful challenges far less punishing. And those matches where you do get super lucky and you manage to get that challenge done, but you just didn't have that challenge selected, there wouldn't be much of a pain point there. It would be a lot better in my honest opinion. So another really big problem I have with this battle pass is the specific killer challenges. Now, this battle pass, and I believe all the future battle passes, whatever, I believe they're all going to be focused around one killer and one survivor. This time it was focused around Claudette and the Trapper, and that's really cool. There was some lore in there was some story if you want to go and listen to that, and I like it. I like the theme. However, what I really don't like are the killer specific challenges. Now, one thing I will say is I actually did enjoy the challenges themselves. The specific killer challenges were pretty fun to do, but what I really don't enjoy is trying to complete the survivor challenges while we have these specific challenges. Every single game I'm playing at the moment is Trapper. It is pretty much Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Legion, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Legion, Trapper, Trapper Legion, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Legion, Trapper, Trapper, Trapper Spirit. You get the point, right? It is just Trapper Central at the moment, and I don't necessarily think that Trapper's like the worst killer to go against, but when I'm going against Trapper every single game, it starts to become really goddamn boring. Now, when you combine that with the fact that I feel like a lot of people are sort of feeling forced into logging into Dead by Daylight to get these challenges done because of the time limited pressure we talked about earlier, I just have this, I don't know, it's just general feeling of like meh. Like I'm logging in not because I want to log in, I'm logging in because I have to get the challenges done. And then when I do log in, it's just another Trapper game. And I don't know, it's kind of killing my enjoyment. I mean, we've just had the Oni released and nobody's playing the Oni. Possibly because the Oni's not as powerful as he was in the PTB, but also possibly because everyone's playing the Trapper to try and get the challenges done. Maybe these killers are wanting to play Oni, but they can't because they've only got a week left to do the challenges. So yeah, please remove the killer specific challenges. It's really not that fun. It's really not fun to go against the same killer every match. And I know we've had that in the past where certain killers have been more OP. It's why we see a lot more spirits than we do, say, Demogorgons, right? But still, when every game is the Trapper, I never want to see another Trapper, ever. And that's bad because Trapper's a good killer. I think Trapper isn't like an OP killer or a horrible killer to go against, but now I never want to see a Trapper again. Every time I see a Trapper, makes me want to DC, but I can't DC because you punish DCs. Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about, and this goes back to the whole idea of only being able to complete one challenge at a time, is that I feel like when I'm completing my challenges that there are certain challenges that you know straight away if you're not going to be able to complete them. As I said earlier about the 4 gens in one match, if you see 2 gens pop towards the beginning of the game, you know you can't finish that challenge now. And so generally what I did, knowing that I had a very specific limited amount of time to finish this stuff, was I would just let the killer kill me. I'd get on hook and I'd give up and die. Now, that's not particularly in the spirit of the game, but again, I feel like I need to because I know I haven't got a lot of time to finish these challenges. And so this whole sort of like being able to do one challenge at once is leading to, in my opinion, people throwing games. And I've seen a lot of people throwing games recently, and I don't know if that's because they're also doing challenges or because of the DC penalties. Either way, a lot of people are throwing games, and I know I'm throwing games because I want to get these goddamn challenges done. So that's just more a reason for me to let you complete more than one challenge at once. So what did I like about the overall Battle Pass system then? I've got to be honest, overall I did like the challenges. Giving me something new to do in a match, giving me an extra objective, if you will, is fantastic. And I really enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed the extra blood points and the rewards. And some of the skins are pretty cool as well. I really like some of the skins. So overall, I did enjoy the Battle Pass, and I'm not trying to rag on the Battle Pass and be like, ugh, it's the worst thing they've ever added to the game. I mean, because they added Legion. But I think that they really should just tweak it, work it around a little bit. And if they sort of add these things, I think it's going to make it a lot better for next time. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think I'm right? There's anything else you think they need to tweak? Do you think the Battle Pass was perfect? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have enjoyed the video, please like it, because it really helps the YouTube algorithm say that my content is good. And as always, I will see you next time.